Good day to everyone. My name is Dorhafida H. Singer, and I was assigned to discuss with you the third elements of teaching and learning, which is the learning environment. Now, the learning environment, when we say learning environment, we think of it that it talks about the school building and the classroom. But actually, those are not enough to justify the meaning of learning environment because those are not only the concern of learning environment. Yes, aside from school building and classroom, there's a requirement to identify if that environment is suitable for teaching and learning. Now, however, accordingly, learning environment consists of physical environment and psychological environment. But before that, let's define what really is the learning environment. Accordingly, the learning environment is a place where teaching and learning can take place in the most effective and productive manner. Let's proceed to physical environment. And physical environment, it includes the arrangement of furniture. Accordingly, the furniture, like the table for demonstrations, located in front of the room and the chairs facing it are neatly arranged with sufficient spaces in between for ease in moving around. Display shelves for safekeeping of projects, collections, and outstanding artwork are located at the sides. Attached to the wall is the bulletin board for hanging posters, announcements, and illustrations about the unit being undertaken. During the discussions, the whiteboard in front is used for clarifying step-by-step procedures and making clearer diagrams, illustrations, and figures. Teaching devices like globes, maps, and charts are kept in nearby cabinets, together with simple tools and materials. A temporary table is placed at the right side where supplies, materials, and handheld instruments are arranged, and it's ready for the day's lesson. And these are the sample pictures for the proper arrangement of furniture inside the classrooms. It also includes the physical condition of the classroom. It says that as soon as students enter, they are attracted by a clean and orderly setup. One or two frames create a pleasant and inviting aura. Natural light and flowing fresh air add to their comfort and ease as they tackle the learning task, free from noise coming from the surroundings. Students' concentration and interest are easily sustained. The doors and windows could be opened and closed with less difficulty and noise. The light fixtures are located where needed. And these are the sample pictures of physical condition of the classroom. Also in psychological climate, it includes the classroom proceedings. It says that the clear and enthusiastic voice of the teacher is needed because it increases the level of eagerness or concentration of the students. And this will lead them to respond or react to the discussion. Thus, it helps create a conducive and beneficial ambience for learning. Also, the positive mood set by both means both teacher and student should in a positive mood. because if that will be the case, they could keep run the activities lively and flawless until they achieve the desired outcome of the said activities. Also, to achieve the smooth performances, the supplies and materials are earlier prepared. There is a system of distribution and retrieval after use, and a methodical way of implementing procedures is the best assurance that the objectives of the lesson will be achieved. Next is interaction. In interaction, it says that teachers must be active and sensitive during their conversation or interaction with their students, especially if it is a negative. And it's given that inside the classroom, every student differ in abilities and interest, as well as their learning style. So if this will be the case, teachers should be immediately changed or revised the methods and strategies that they have been using. However, in spite of students' differences, their collective driving force and natural incentive to learn coupled with the teacher's unending task of preparing a suitable learning environment makes teaching and learning worthwhile and gratifying. And the primary goal is to be able to motivate them to work harmoniously, thereafter inculcate the values of cooperation and congeniality. However, for Pine and Horn on 1990, they described the learning environment that facilitates learning. And accordingly, it is an environment which encourages people to be active, which promotes the facilitate which promotes and facilitate the individual's discovery of the personal meaning of idea, and which emphasize the uniquely personal and subjective nature of learning, meaning teachers must recognize the differences learning style of learning. Now, in which difference is good and desirable, which consistently recognizes people's right to make mistake, which tolerates ambiguity, in which evaluation is a cooperative process with emphasis on self-evaluation, which encourages openness of self rather than concealment of self, in which people are encouraged to trust in themselves as well as in external sources, in which people feel they are respected and they are accepted, which permits confrontation. As part of my report, this will be your quiz for today. First, what is your own interpretation to this quote? To heredity, the child owes his possibilities. However, to environment, he owes the realization of these possibilities. Second question is, how can teacher and students help create a conducive learning environment? Again, how can teacher and students help create a conducive learning environment? That's all, and thank you.